All right, at this point, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is regarding Until Dawn and why Sony, PlayStation, the developer. I don't know who thinks who thinks that people want Until Dawn nonstop? Like, what is it with Until Dawn that they think that we want this product nonstop? We just need to let it rest at this point. But apparently, Until Dawn, the actors who acted in the video game apparently hinted that there is going to be a sequel to Until Dawn, because clearly that's what everybody's asking for, considering how bad the remake just bombed.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, the remake is currently the laughingstock of the internet because the remake sold even less than Concord sold. And everybody knows how Concord ended. Concord sold so bad that the game shut down in 10 days. Until Dawn remake sold 28% less than that game. That is how bad it's doing. So let's get into this article, guys, from The Gamer. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So we got some key takeaways. It says 2 Until Dawn actors have appeared to be hinting that a sequel is under consideration. This comes after the launch of the Until Dawn remake, which added a new ending, which, by the way, most people don't even know that because most people haven't played the game. Some believe that this ending hints at a sequel, although none has been confirmed just yet. Now, again, I want you guys to keep in mind, Until Dawn has been a game that's been pushed by PlayStation a ridiculous amount of times. Through the original game, the remasters, the remake, I don't even know what's next. What are we going to have? Until Dawn 1.5, like Kingdom Hearts? Like, I think it's insane how many times they have pushed Until Dawn, and I just don't think it's that kind of game that everybody loves so much that they want to keep seeing nonstop. And yet, for some reason, I don't know if it's cheap, I don't know, I really don't know, but PlayStation just constantly is pushing Until Dawn. And now, if these rumors are true, if there's even a possible consideration for a sequel, I don't feel very confident in the sequel, because I would hope that the original developers were making it, because then, okay, we might have something, but if the people who made the remake are going to make the sequel, you might as well not even bother. Then it says Until Dawn 2 might be in the works, as actors from the original tease that will be more from the horror series. This comes after the remake of the first and currently only Until Dawn game launched with a new ending, seemingly teasing a sequel. Now 2 actors from the game appear to be backing this idea, suggesting that we'll finally get a proper follow-up after all this time. And again, I don't know who's asking for a follow-up. I really don't. Like, Until Dawn is not a bad game. The original game is not a bad game. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying I don't know who's asking for a follow-up on the story. Could there really be that many people asking for a follow-up to the Until Dawn story? I highly doubt it. I really highly doubt it. To the point where you're going to invest in a sequel after you just massively bombed on the remake? Nobody's asking for this. At some point, can we just move on from certain IPs and just make something new? I know it's cheaper to make a remake. I get it, right? This is just laziness when it comes from PlayStation, because they don't really have any real competition since Xbox has bowed out. But still, it's just so terrible. As spotted by Okami Games on Twitter, both Hayden Pattenier and Peter Stormare, who play Sam and Dr. Hill respectively, have added to the speculation that an Until Dawn sequel is in fact in development. Until Dawn has been around for years and years now. I think people love it, says Pattenier, and the fact that they are going further with it says that there's a want for it. Well, there clearly isn't, right? This is part of the conversation. There is no want for Until Dawn anymore, especially regarding the fact that the remake just bombed. And I'm not even talking like slightly bombed, I'm talking actually massively bombed, where even though it has a cheaper budget because it's a remake, ultimately it's not going to get anywhere close to making back its budget because it's barely selling. And that's not hyper, like, it's barely selling. Of course, she might very well just be referencing the remake here when she refers to going further with Until Dawn. However, since she then adds that there's a want in the fan base for more, that could be a way of saying that a sequel has at least been discussed. Now, here's the beautiful thing about The Gamer, right? So The Gamer is one of those shill media websites that like to call everybody else conspiracy theorists and, oh, we just make shit up, we're just looking, we're reaching, blah, blah, blah. And here you have an article literally just reaching based off what someone said, like just a couple of words, right? She to me, it looks like she's talking about the remake, right? That's how it looks to me. But to the gamer, it looks like they're hinting at a sequel. Yes, because clearly everybody wants an Until Dawn sequel. As for Stormare, he shared a news post on his Instagram page covering the new sequel baity ending to Until Dawn. This could be innocent enough, simply bringing attention to this new ending, but it shows that the actors are aware of the speculation about the sequel and aren't shooting it down. Well, they're not shooting it down, but they're also not agreeing with it either. They're not saying, hell yeah, there's going to be a sequel, let's go. They're not doing that. They're just talking about the remake because they're in the game. However, with all the speculation floating around, it seems that the remake could be struggling. It debuted on PS5 to fewer players than Concord, which did so badly it was taken offline less than 2 weeks after launch. Granted, Concord was a live service, so expectations are slightly different, but it's still not a good place for any game to be in. And that's what I said earlier in the video. The game flopped so unbelievably hard that it has less players than Concord. It was ridiculous. I did a video on this article as well. 28.6% less players than Concord. That's how bad the Until Dawn remake is doing right now, because there isn't a want for this game. And the people who did want this game, you gave them a product that didn't look like the original game. And you're going to have so many shills in the comment section of my videos. Trust me, I see you guys. I understand. You got to do what you got to do. You got to shill. I understand. But at the end of the day, you commenting on my videos with all the chest in the world and you saying you're just lying, there's no difference. You can barely tell the difference between the first game and the remake. Why are you lying? Why are you attacking? Why are you a grifter? I'm like, are you serious right now? You're going to sit there and call me a grifter when you are trying to tell everybody in my comment section that there isn't a blaring difference between the first game and the remake? Are you serious right now? When I literally did video comparisons and I had people in my comment section saying, why didn't you show video comparisons? Do some work, lazy chud. Well, if you actually did some work yourself, you would realize that there's multiple videos on my channel showcasing the differences. And we also talked about it in 2 different live streams as well, showcasing the differences for hours on end. So, I did my part. Maybe you should do your part. But still, this particular video is talking about the sequel potential and the conversation surrounding that. So ultimately, guys, I don't think a sequel's coming. I really don't. I could be wrong, considering that PlayStation is constantly pushing Until Dawn for some unknown reason. I really don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe they have some sort of like contract. I really don't know. They push Until Dawn inorganically. It's the weirdest thing. But I really don't think there's going to be a sequel. It's very clear that people do not care enough about Until Dawn to even buy a remake, let alone a sequel. And I think that if they do decide to do a sequel, let's hope that they do it with the original developers and not the people who decided to give us the remake, which is basically Forever Dawn, because the fucking thing is so damn bright, it's insane. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate if you could like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.